Dear Bernie Sanders, I watched you speak at the Democratic debate last night. I will be honest and say that I lost faith in politics many years ago. In the United States, campaign success is based primarily on how wealthy you are.
We have got to, in my view, move to public funding of elections so that anybody can run for office without being dependent on the wealthy and the powerful.
Leaders of this country are puppets for lucrative organizations that fund them.
Because almost all of the wealth rests in the hands of the few.
Important issues take years, even decades, for Congress to act on because good change for citizens isn't necessarily good for the congressmen's wallets. This makes sense as to why progress in this country can be so slow. But last night, Bernie, you gave me hope. You gave so many of us hope. You were willing to address issues that no other candidate was willing to address.
As a result of this disastrous Citizens United Supreme Court decision, our campaign finance system is corrupt and is undermining American democracy.
In fact, you were the only candidate to use the full 2-minute introduction time slot, not to talk about yourself or how privileged you are, but to delve directly into the issues.
The middle class of this country for the last 40 years has been disappearing, that it is wrong today in a rigged economy that the top 1/10 of 1% in this country own almost as much wealth as the bottom 90%. Millionaires and billionaires are pouring unbelievable sums of money into the political process in order to fund super PACs and to elect candidates who represent their interests, not the interests of working people. I believe in a society where all people do well, not just a handful of billionaires.
Thank you, Bernie. Thank you for standing up against this unsustainable system. You know, even this CNN-hosted debate perfectly illustrates your remarks on just how unjust and unfair our government and media truly are. CNN is owned by Turner Broadcasting, a division of Time Warner, which is one of Hillary Clinton's biggest contributors. So is it any coincidence that she was placed directly in the middle, that the microphone was positioned perfectly to her height while everyone else had to lean forward or strain, that she was given the most speaking time, she was provided the most airtime, that CNN published a best of Hillary video but of no one else, or that CNN declared Hillary as the front runner while every single poll shows otherwise? You know, in fact, I casted my vote in real time and here's the results. I also casted my vote here, and here, and here, and here, and here. Yet CNN and other corporations that fund Hillary are skewing the results.
Who actually won last night's debate? For every poll we have, with an overwhelming majority saying that Bernie Sanders had a massive win, but that didn't stop them from pushing the idea that no, it was her confident sweep.
Confident Hillary! Sweep for Hillary!
Yeah.
Like, aren't you embarrassed?
Bernie Sanders has set a record for the largest ever Democratic primary rally. Sanders drew a crowd of more than 25,000 supporters in Boston, breaking President Obama's record of 10,000 back in 2008.
But that doesn't seem to be what the American media want. Despite his popularity, Bernie Sanders has been all but ignored in the evening news on the country's major network channels, ABC, CBS, and NBC.
Just Hillary Clinton. No mention at all of Bernie Sanders. What about Bernie Sanders, the guy whose opinions are actually really popular with Americans? Either deliberate or it is incredible ignorance. And
Bernie Sanders won by a gigantic margin.
Say Sanders won the CNN focus group, the Fusion focus group 8-3, and the Fox News focus group. In the latter, he even converted several Hillary supporters. 9 News Colorado, Bernie Sanders got 11,000 votes to her 2,500. So she not only did not win, in some cases, she came in third.
Yet, every single one of those sites declared Hillary Clinton clear winner. And by the way, this is not the first time CNN has done this. They did the same thing on the public option during a discussion of the Affordable Care Act.
On social media, people are outraged. People are disgusted by this type of behavior. And the debate coverage clearly exposes how deceiving the government can be based on whose interest is at stake. You nailed it on the head, Bernie. The billionaires and their super PACs increasingly control the American media and the way this country functions. The very rich are getting richer while everyone else is getting poorer. And people like Hillary Clinton, who take campaign money from billionaires, have nothing significant to say about it. The media feeds and supports candidates, and candidates are puppets for corporations. It's all connected.
Do I consider myself part of the casino capitalist process by which so few have so much and so many have so little, by which Wall Street's greed and recklessness wreck this economy? No, I don't. In my view, Secretary Clinton, you do not, Congress does not regulate Wall Street. Wall Street regulates Congress. And we have got to break off these banks. Going to them and saying, please do the right thing,
No, that's
is
not
kind
what
of naive.